Today we're going to be ranking every LEGO Lord of the Rings set that has ever been released. All 16 sets are on this list, and just a note, this does not include any polybags or limited release sets. And just a quick reminder, if you're not already, then please do hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoy this video. Okay, on with the list. So in at 16th place we have Gandalf Arrives. Now this was a really cheap LEGO Lord of the Rings set back in the day, and it's just a little bit basic for my liking. It only contains Gandalf and Frodo. The Frodo minifigure has been reused many times. It's arguably the most common LEGO Lord of the Rings minifigure ever. In at 15th place we have the Aragorn and Arwin brickhead set, and again it's a little bit basic. I think they probably could have picked some better characters. I think Aragorn obviously has every right to be in this set, but Arwen, I wouldn't really say she's one of the main characters from Lord of the Rings. I would have liked to see either Gimli or Legolas in this set. In a 14th place we have Frodo and Gollum, and I picked this one above the Aragorn and Arwen set just because Frodo's arguably the main character of Lord of the Rings, and I also love the smaller build for Gollum, so yeah, this one's a little bit higher up on the list. At 13th place we have yet another brickhead set, and this time it's Gandalf and the Balrog, and yeah, this one is miles better than both the Frodo and Gollum and Aragorn and Arwen set. The Gandalf figure is great, but really it's the Balrog that takes the cake. I love just how ingenious LEGO were in designing the Balrog, just using some small bricks, and yeah, they really did nail it with the wings and the red whip. In at 12th place we have set 9476, the Orc Forge. This set comes with 4 minifigures, Lurtz, 2 Mordor Orcs and 1 Uruk-hai. The inclusion of Lurtz is one of the main bonuses to this set because he's an absolute fan favourite from the films. It was a little bit pricey in my opinion. Even back in the day it costs $40, so yeah, a little bit expensive and not too much going on in this set, rather basic. Moving on to 11th place we have set 79005, the Wizard Battle. This LEGO set was actually one of the cheaper LEGO sets again. It only contained 2 minifigures, that being Gandalf and Saruman. The main reason you'd want to go ahead and get this set, even though it was such a small set, was because of that Saruman minifigure. He's such a great character and the minifigure is absolutely fantastic. One thing I also love about this LEGO set is that you've got the Eye of Sauron staring out from the Palantir, which sits in the middle of the centre of the box. It's just a nice little touch and it really does give the set some depth. In the 10th place we have Shob Attacks, and this was a pretty unique LEGO set back in the day. You had the brick built Shelob, and it's the only way you can grab hold of her, so for that reason alone it's worth getting this LEGO set. And it's also worth mentioning that all 3 LEGO minifigures in this set were exclusive to this set. Great set and definitely worth grabbing. In at 9th place we have the Council of Elrond. The Council of Elrond set walked so that Rivendell could run. This set was basically a precursor to the Rivendell set. It depicts the Council of Elrond in a rather small LEGO set, so it probably wasn't the best kind of price structure to kind of do the Council of Elrond because it's missing a lot of the core characters from that scene. But nevertheless, it still looked pretty good and it contained some really good characters, including Elrond himself, Arwen, Frodo and Gimli. Moving on we have Attack on the Weathertop, and the Attack on the Weathertop LEGO set is actually one of the only ways you can grab some of the ring wraiths. And for that reason alone, Attack on the Weathertop had to be higher up on the list. The ring wraiths are absolutely fantastic, they look so menacing, and surprisingly enough this LEGO set actually is really detailed. It's absolutely insane how much detail this contains. Such a small LEGO set, you're able to open up the Attack on the Weathertop set, and it's got quite a detailed interior. The minifigures are also really good. You've got 5 minifigures featuring 2 Nazgul, Sam, Frodo and Aragorn. Next up we have the Urae Army, and I personally felt this LEGO set had to be a little bit higher up on the list just for how ingenious it is in terms of the concept of this LEGO set. It stands on its own legs as a great LEGO set, but in another aspect it is basically a battle pack. This was a fantastic army builder, and not only that, but it was a great way that you could actually enhance the Battle of Helm's Deep LEGO set. You were able to add on this LEGO set to the Helm's Deep set to increase the size of it and also to increase the minifigure count and just make it overall look really good. The minifigures are also very good, featuring a highly detailed Aomir minifigure, a Rohan soldier and some Uruk-hai warriors. In at 6th place we have the Mind of Moria, one of my favourite locations from the Fellowship of the Ring film. This LEGO set perfectly depicts the battle that takes place in Balin's tomb. Some of the characters from the Fellowship that are included in this set are Pippin, Legolas, Boromir and Gimli. Then you've got a few orcs, and then obviously the main threat from the scene, the Cave Troll. The Cave Troll is absolutely fantastic, as well as all the other minifigures in this set, but yeah, the Cave Troll is just so awesome. Easily one of the best big figs LEGO has ever made. In at 5th place is Battle at the Black Gate, and what is not to love about this LEGO set? It features an eagle, Gandalf the White, Aragorn in his Gondorian armour, the mouth of Sauron, and some Mordor orcs. I think the coolest minifigure out of these 5 is easily the mouth of Sauron, but then again, the Aragorn minifigure is fantastic, as well as the Gandalf the White. In terms of minifigures, these are some of the best from the whole theme altogether, so for that reason alone, this LEGO set had to be very high up on the list. At 4th place now we have the pirate ship Ambush. This set is actually modelled from the Corsairs ship from the Return of the King movie, only briefly seen. At first glance you'd almost think this is a Pirates of the Caribbean LEGO set, but no, this is certainly Lord of the Rings, and what a Lord of the Rings set this one is. It's so unique in its looks you just wouldn't expect this to be part of the Lord of the Rings theme, but nevertheless the ship is absolutely great and so are some of the minifigures. At 3rd place we have the Tower of Orthanc. This LEGO set is part of LEGO royalty. This really is one of the all-time great sets. It's absolutely fantastic. It still holds up to this day as being one of the best looking LEGO sets on display you can currently have. Although some might actually say it looks a little bit bland on the outside, which I would definitely disagree with. Going around the back of this set reveals multiple layers and really detailed rooms. This really is a work of art. The only thing that stops this LEGO set from being 2nd place is the minifigure selection, only coming with 5 minifigures at such a high price initially of $170 is what it retailed at. That was really high, and to only have 5 minifigures was a little bit of a letdown. In at 2nd place we have the Battle of Helm's Deep. Now I may be a little bit biased because the Battle of Helm's Deep is easily my most favourite set piece from any movie ever. The Battle of Helm's Deep is one of the most epic battles in movie history, no doubt about it. And I really do think for a play scale set, LEGO did the absolute best they could have done. Whether you're a kid or an adult, you will just have so much fun with this LEGO set. It is absolutely great in design and the minifigures again are really good. For me, this really does set the bar for what play scale sets should be. On to 1st place now, and really, there could only be one winner. LEGO Rivendell is simply number 1 by far. It is absolutely stunning. It's by far one of the best looking and most detailed sets ever made. Not to mention that it is the biggest LEGO Lord of the Rings set ever made. With over 6,000 pieces and 15 unique minifigures, this set is just off the charts good. This LEGO set is certainly not meant for children. It was not targeted towards children. It's an 18+ LEGO set through and through. The size and complexity to this LEGO set really does help it appeal to a much older target audience, and you can see just how popular this LEGO set is. It has sold very well, and for that reason I think the future is looking very bright for the LEGO Lord of the Rings theme going forward. So there we have it guys, every LEGO Lord of the Rings set ranked from worst to first. Let me know down in the comments which LEGO set is your favourite on this list. As always, have a great day, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and for more LEGO Lord of the Rings content be sure to click on one of these videos.